Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty podcast. It's Harmless Phosphorescence. Hello, everyone. This is your host, Thoreau Smiley, and I hate every chimp I see from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. Who's joining me?
Hey, I'm Josh Seasty, and I don't go in for fads.
I'm Brian Lesh, and I will represent myself before this ape tribunal.
I'm Alaric Weber, and my intelligence is stored in my beard.
It's not where I keep mine.
It's in the balls where the pee is kept.
It's where the pee
Yeah, that's where
intermingles with the pee.
Where the pee comes from.
Pee is stored in the balls. So
Like
this is a great start to this episode, everybody.
Do not listen to our biological.
We put this out publicly. This is Harmless Phosphorescence.
And then we beg people to pay.
Yeah.
It's better on the Patreon.
It is. We talk more about pee and balls a lot more over there. This is Harmless Phosphorescence, a deep dive movie podcast where we pick a theme or a series, we watch the movies, we gather some research into the production, source material, and we tell you all about it. This show is brought to you by patrons. Yes, our lovely patrons who let us keep posting this. $1 a month is all you need to become a patron. That'll get you started. There are higher tiers with more perks, but you can start out for $1 a month and hear us ad-free, get the episodes early, and listen to our monthly movies, where every month we post a random movie episode on our Patreon that only the patrons can hear. Patreon.com/harmlessentertainment. On Harmless Phosphorescence this week, we are continuing our series of films that inspired the names of artists or bands. Let's see, we did They Might Be Giants, My Bloody Valentine, and this week, inspiring the artist Bright Eyes, we are watching Planet of the Apes.
Can't help thinking that somewhere in the universe there has to be something better than man. Has to be.
The words are Charlton Heston's.
Get out a last signal to Earth that we've landed!
The world he finds out in the galaxy will challenge every idea you've ever had of civilization. A planet where man is the lowest order of living things, and the superior beings are apes. They build the cities, make the laws, the gods, and control the guns that hunt a race of lowly, terrified humans who run wild in the jungles, are caged in the prisons, and stuffed in the museums. 20th Century Fox transforms the motion picture screen into Planet of the Apes. Pierre Boulle's finest novel since Bridge on the River Kwai.
The world gone insane. An upside-down civilization that could not be real. Yes, a world of madness and terror.
Man has no understanding. He can be taught a few simple tricks, nothing more.
You did it. You cut up his brain, you bloody baboon! It's a murder! It's a murder! But it did not end here. It ended in an episode so unpredictable, so shocking, it made the horror which preceded it seem calm and gentle as a summer's night. A great many people worked long and hard to answer the question of what a civilization would be like where the evolutionary process had been reversed and apes were the superior species. Hundreds of technicians and the largest number of makeup artists ever assembled assisted the producers, the writers, the director, and the cast. Dr. Cornelius, Roddy McDowell. Dr. Zilla, as played by Kim Hunter. Dr. Zayas is portrayed by Maurice Evans, and Nova by Linda Harrison.
Now the tribunal has placed you in my custody for final disposition. You realize what that means?
No.
Emasculation to begin with. Then experimental surgery on the speech centers, on the brain. Eventually a kind of living death.
Planet of the Apes, beyond your wildest dreams.
That
Can't help thinking that somewhere in the
trailer.
universe there has to be something better.
woo,
Was that a TV spot?
maybe it was in 3-3. Wow. I didn't know we were going to get Charlton Heston talking directly to camera about the movie.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
That
So I
threw me
didn't
off.
know.
That threw me off because I'm like, when did he wear that shirt in the movie?
And where are these lines?
It felt like a war journal almost. He's like, now that I have conquered this planet of the apes, you can come see my movie.
But I
It's
love
like,
that-
what the fuck, dude?
Beyond your wildest dreams makes you think that people are craving this Planet of the Apes.
That's what we're all collectively dreaming about.
Yeah. These apes.
I didn't know it was written by the novelist that wrote Bridge on the River Kwai.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that during production, but
I'm sure. Same with Rod Sterling.
yeah.
Rod Serling, rather, not Sterling. I didn't really. I've seen this movie so many times. I guess I didn't realize he was involved in the script.
Yeah, he
Interesting.
there's some
It
very
also felt way slower paced than I ever remembered.
it's not the movie I think people think it is. It's there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in this because once you take out the sequel, if you just think about this film and don't think about the sequels and the wider world and the reboots and everything around it, this film itself is a very focused, almost mystery box kind of movie. They're like, you can tell from the beginning, there's something they're going to be revealing. Like
And of course, Serling's social commentary.
yes. Yeah, which is very much there. But yeah, we'll get into all of that during the production.
Until then,
Planet of the Apes, it was released April 3rd, 1968. Running time of 112 minutes. It cost $5.8 million to make, and it took home $33.3 million. It was a huge old big hit for
there was
these guys. It was a blockbuster of the time. And so
a
that
cultural phenomenon.
it was.
This is the first real sci-fi movie, right?
Oh,
Like big blockbuster sci-fi movie?
No, I
Oh.
mean the Day the Earth Stood Still was a big blockbuster in the 50s. This was definitely, it was a very ahead of its time sci-fi blockbuster. Like,
Yeah,
but it also
maybe
came out
the-
the same year as 2001.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If it came out
But
in the
yeah,
same year as 2001.
it felt like it set a lot of standards for 70s sci-fi. I kind of know what you mean.
It did. Jude told me that he
And set design.
thought it didn't age well because it felt too 70s, and I was like, well, that's interesting because it was actually from the 60s.
Yeah.
It really set the template for that entire 70s mode of sci-fi. Soylent
I have
Green, Logan's
I have
Run.
a lot of chicken and egg questions about
And
ape enclosures in this movie.
Post Summer of Love.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
We're
a
getting
lot
back to authoritarianism, Vietnam.
Yeah, and there's a lot of
What is a man?
there's a lot of direct commentary on the hippie movement that Charlton Heston makes, which I'm sure Charlton Heston had completely normal, reasonable views on the hippies.
Yeah, it's like, it's just a commune. That's all that is.
Be like, they're the apes.
And did they mention guns twice in the trailer?
They did,
have the guns,
yes.
and they control the guns.
Yeah.
It's like you already said that. They have them. But they're out of control. Charlton Heston's like, I really want you to emphasize the guns.
He's like, if you don't say guns twice in the same sentence, I'm leaving.
I'm out at 5,000.
Later,
I'm
Gene.
taking my shirt and I'm going.
So, yeah, like I said, it made a lot of money. And let's play the box office top 10 game. This is the game where I will describe the top 10 movies of the week of April 3rd, 1968. These guys are going to try to guess what movie I am describing. Interesting week at number 10 at the box office, April 3rd, 1968. We've got a mixture of like all-time classic movies that we all will remember and some that are like, what the fuck is that?
Awesome. That's how we like it.
Yeah, it is. At number 10 at the box office this week, when carefree bachelor David Sloan tries to persuade his best friend Harry Hunter to drop Mistress Carol Corman. I'm glad we got last names on all those people.
All of these.
And return to his wife Mary. Romantic complications suddenly spring to life. I'm pretty sure the complications were already there. When
Yeah, sounds complicated.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Okay, this movie stars Eli Wallach
Oh my god.
and Dean Martin.
Injustice for
remember
all.
the Martin and Wallach pics?
Pictures. Going blinding. Oh, Eli.
Remember when Eli Wallach played the Nutty Professor?
Five-ish Finkel.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a wacky comedy from Dean Martin, mid-60s. This is called How to Save a Marriage and Ruin Your Life in 10 days.
Don't cheat.
Yeah, don't have a mistress. That's pretty
Avoid
easy.
both altogether.
I mean,
Marriage and life.
yeah. Ugh, yeah.
That's what I want. I want two women that don't know what they want, Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It's one thing to have an affair, but to actually have a mistress where you have to maintain an entirely second relationship.
Oh my God, those people that would have a second family.
How?
Who
has the energy for that?
Economy?
I need my wife's help.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, back in the day, the dollar spent. Now,
Oh, you could do it.
It's hard work.
A mile from your house.
Like they never go to that neighborhood.
They just don't.
But also, who has the energy? A second family? I barely
I know.
could deal with my first one.
Again, it makes you ask, like, were you craving another woman? Another whole burden that is.
Yeah, like, because they weren't just having affairs. They had a second
They had a
family.
second family. It was common.
Other kids wanting Christmas presents and not mowing the lawn and shit.
also, how
and
does
women
the
that can't
paperwork
pay mortgage.
for that job, like, how does your insurance cover your second family? What happens if that kid gets sick? So
The
many
old days
questions.
when white men could just walk
Yeah,
into
they were
any
like,
business
"Oh."
office and be like, this is how it is. All right, we have a policy just for you.
Two wives, multiple children. That must be
Sounds
some
good
sort
to
of
me.
mistake. Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Let's sign these papers
Let's drink some bourbon.
and smoke. Let's insure the fuck out of everything.
Let's pay you a wage that can support two families for showing up at the office 20 hours a week.
I guess he just calls the doctor and he's like, I'm their father. I don't understand.
And the doctor's
That's
like,
what I'm talking about, the proximity. He just went to two different insurance agents.
But yeah.
That's the answer to your question.
yeah, but also
They didn't talk to each other.
But also in the 60s, it was like, oh no, it's going to the doctor. He has a broken arm. It's going to cost you 35 cents.
Yeah, well, and I'm like, the doctor's the guy's friend, and he knows about both of his families.
Yeah. Like, dude just wanted to have two mortgages. Leave him alone.
What number are we on, Thoreau?
Number 9 at the box office this week. Two women,
Two.
Jill and
Nice.
Ellen, struggle with a chicken farm. They just made movies. They didn't care. Like,
We
what's
used to
this
be a
one about?
country.
I don't know. Couple of dames have a chicken farm and it's hard.
Yeah, why are you struggling? They ship food.
Chicks.
Wait, there's more. There's more. But Paul Grenfell returns,
Oh shit, he's back.
restores order at the chicken farm.
Listen, that's Chicken Run. It's Chicken Run, right?
Yeah, like Emperor Palpatine. He restores order at the chicken farm.
Or like all of the weird Fox Republicans after the Trump RNC Daddy's Home. Ew.
It's the Tyson chicken story.
Paul Grenfell.
All right, Paul Grenfell.
And proposes to Ellen. But Jill's manipulation awaken Ellen's dormant homosexuality, leading to them becoming lovers. This fucking movie.
It took a man.
They
didn't know when they bought a chicken farm together where that
Chicken
was going.
fed.
I've got to say that
Like, we should start a rescue.
that
Do you think we're gay?
description was
Maybe.
that description was
Yes.
a roller coaster. It started with the chicken farm and ended up with lesbians. Though to be
Paul
fair,
Grenfell.
I think a
Who's
lot
back?
of chicken farms have adjacent lesbians. So
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
These two women bought a farm together and they didn't know they were gay.
yeah, like come on, ladies.
I could have.
Who is Paul Grunfeld? That's
I don't know, but he's back.
He returned, and Paul Grunfeld is played by Keir Dullea. Okay, I don't know that.
No, he's a badass like Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. He goes around and gets chicken farms in order.
It's called Hen House.
You were. Is that what it's called?
No, but our lesbians are played by Sandy Dennis and Anne Haywood.
nice. So
All right, let's see.
he
Eggs and poppins.
straightens chicken farms and turns women gay.
He's a dynamo.
Yeah. He's a dynamo in the coop and a hen in the bedroom. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Not a cock.
It's
He's like, you know what? I think I like vagina.
this is called
You gotta be bad.
this is
Yeah,
called
exactly.
The Fox. Which
In the hen house.
Okay, we need to know, is Grundenfeld, what the fuck is his first name? Paul Kleinen Grundenfeld? Paul Grunfeld? Is he a looker? Does he at least deserve the title of the Fox?
I don't know. There's like an old like mid 60s like 8x10 glossy pic on IMDb, and he looks
He got
like a
that
guy.
nickname.
He's an average looking white dude.
Like Benson, he's just a
setting
fucking Benson
chickens
kind of
straight.
guy?
Yeah.
He didn't get it for being a fox in the bedroom. It's for his ability to get chickens to fucking.
Oh, he
Kills
just
a
eats
lie.
chickens.
Then I'm the fox.
He's like, my powers of making chickens fuck accidentally made these women fuck.
Why my powers?
At number 8 at the box office this week.
All right, I'm a little apey, a little punchy.
Arthur Kipps, an orphan apprenticed to a tyrannical owner of a mercantile, has a sudden abrupt change of life when his wealthy grandfather dies and leaves him a pile of money. That's it. That's the movie.
Orphan. Is this one of the ones we would know?
I do not think so. This stars Julia Foster and Tommy Steele.
I know who Tommy Steele was.
Tommy Steele plays Arthur Kipps,
Yeah, he's a
everyone's favorite. Arthur Kipps.
everyone's favorite orphan.
Yeah. This is it's a British sounding title. No one's ever gonna guess this.
This is a movie, isn't it?
It's on the screen, governor. Yeah.
I'm really chuffed about this film.
I'm chuffed about the boot of the lorry. It's called half a sixpence.
Oh, yeah.
Half a sixpence, which that's a 3 pence, isn't it? Like,
I have no idea. Like, I'd like the metric system, but stop saying stone.
yeah, the Brits
This is 21st
who
century.
did adopt the metric system, but are still like it.
He's half a stone.
Yeah. Are still like it's a bob. You can spare a bob and half a sixpence for my tuppence. Anyways, number 7 at the box office this week. After a veterinarian goes too far, he and his friends escape their hometown to the sea.
It was too far. Is it Dr. Doolittle?
It is Dr. Doolittle. Rex Harrison, that Dr. Doolittle.
He fucked
That came out the same month as Planet of the Apes.
Oh, I don't know when it was released. A lot of these movies have been released for like a year,
or the same year,
the same era. This was released.
Interesting.
This has been out for like 6 months already.
But that's an interesting point, Brian, because actually in that documentary I had that was sort of the end of studio Hollywood. At the end of the 60s, when like counterculture films and Kubrick were coming about, they were doing like Dr. Doolittle and Hello, Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Premieres with all these old ass and that's kind of where auteur cinema was born. Like, it's 1968 and Dr. Doolittle is one of the biggest movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's some very interesting stuff on. Well, because like The Fox, a movie about lesbians in 1968. That's pretty like cutting. I don't know anything about that movie, but I imagine it's pretty controversial at the time. It was very new Hollywood.
And I'm sure it was, but I mean, like it, and that was probably even a response to that. That's where the studios were at when the whole counterculture was changing.
When Dennis Hopper and Jack Nicholson
Dr. Doolittle
were like
Rex Harrison.
Yeah. Which here's an interesting contrast to it at number 6. At number 6, 2 ex-cons murder a family in a robbery attempt before going on the run from the authorities, who try to piece together the details of the murder in an attempt to track down the killers.
In Cold Blood?
In Cold Blood, yeah. Robert Blake, Truman Capote.
Starkweather.
Yeah. Wow. That's a very interesting contrast to Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah, again, based on a very gritty, true story and retold pretty accurately.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a big shift from fantasies like Dr. Doolittle to raw reality. Film was about the opposite. And I think that people were getting tired of the fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they eventually got tired of the reality.
Right, and that's when Spielberg and Lucas
was like, how about a shark?
Yeah.
Yes, a shark. Let's do it.
Yeah, and then his friend was like, how about a gay robot?
Yes. Travis Bickle bummed me out.
Yeah. At number 5 at the box office this week, what if criminals had sex with each other?
They would make baby criminals.
They would if they weren't gunned down at the end.
Oh, Bonnie and Clyde?
Bonnie and Clyde.
Again, another counterculture symbolic, film.
Yeah, very much.
Shooting up the screen.
This is definitely one of those summers where every movie is like in conflict with each other kind of thing. It's not a boring summertime movie.
I mean, the mid-late 60s were about like the birth of not just new cinema, but like rock and roll became rock.
Introspection. We finally started sort of looking.
Pop culture started growing up.
Yeah.
But how hilarious. You can picture that Monday morning at school and the 3 friends who saw Planet of the Apes and the one who went and saw the fox.
I was like, guys, yeah, apes. But I got something else to talk about here.
What heard about lesbians?
What if there were 4 boobs? Yeah. At number 4 at the box office this week, the story of the marriage of a British guy and a British lady that, well, she made things bad for him. Long time ago. Camelot, yeah. Camelot.
Like, they didn't get married. I love that line.
Yeah, that's true.
Where would King Arthur be without Guinevere? Happily married?
Yes. And at number 3 at the box office, a sheltered and manipulative woman and a roguish profiteer face off in a turbulent romance as society crumbles. This is a re-release of one of the biggest films ever made.
All right, can I have it again real quick?
A sheltered and manipulative woman and a roguish profiteer face off in a
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. The who knows, probably the 30th re-release of Gone with the Wind.
Ugh.
Yeah, that fucking
Got to
movie.
reinforce that cultural norm.
Yep.
Of that movie being a thing to watch and call beautiful.
Right.
Ugh.
At number, and interestingly enough, contrasting with Gone with the Wind, at number 2 is a movie that was later remade with Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit. Gone with the Wind, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and Planet of the Apes.
And a veterinarian who went too far.
So many ways to talk about race.
He went too far and had to escape to sea like L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah, what did you got caught screwing animals and know it.
And
all 3. Sorry, we jumped the gun. Number 1 is
number 1 at the box office this week.
An astronaut.
No.
Oh wow.
No. But it because it takes a few weeks for these movies to like build up.
Oh, that's true. This is back when.
Yeah, there wasn't the big opening weekend in this time.
Yeah, you had to tell people the Ape movie was all right.
Yeah, a disillusioned young man finds himself torn between 2 lovers.
The Graduate.
The Graduate.
wow.
Cuckoo Cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson.
Yep.
Yep, The Graduate. So that
There was a film, I can't remember, but I saw it recently in the Mel Brooks documentary where one of his films, he wanted Dustin Hoffman. And Dustin's like, I have an audition with Mike Nichols. And Mel's like, the movie that Anne's in? Because Anne Bancroft is Mel Brooks' wife.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, well, I guess, I can't fight with my wife. Over an actor in her picture.
I mean, that's funny.
And so what did he do like he always did? He called Gene Wilder.
As always. That era was probably the producers?
Yeah, might have been. Yes. I think he wanted him to play Blue. That's right. Yes. He wanted the little nebbish, very Jewish looking.
I mean, Dustin Hoffman probably would have been good there. It would have been a different take than
But yeah, he
Wilder.
was a little nervous guy.
Yeah.
But Gene Wilder brings something that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Magic. It's like fucking his Wonka candy.
Yeah. That is the box office top 10, which brings us to the production of the film itself, Planet of the Apes. Interestingly enough, I looked up Roger Ebert's review of it at the time. This is obviously pre-Siskel and Ebert, but Roger Ebert was a young, new critic working for the Chicago, I can't remember if he was Tribune
Sun-Times.
or he was the Sun-Times.
I think so.
Yeah. But his review of Planet of the Apes was a lot about the title. Apparently, at the time, people thought the title was hilarious. They were making fun of it. It was kind of like a snakes on a plane kind of deal. Like, oh, Planet of the Apes. Like,
right.
We know what this is going to be. Yeah. But yeah, so they he ended up giving it 3 stars, but that was interesting. But Planet of the Apes was based on the book by Pierre Boulez. I don't know. He's French. It doesn't matter. Boulez. Pierre Boulez is how you say his name. He has, we mentioned, he also wrote The Bridge Over the River Kwai. In the book, there's it's a pair of vacationing spacefarers. They're off in space in their spaceship on vacation. They find a literal bottle floating in space and bring it into their spaceship, and they read the story that is written, and it's about an astronaut who goes and finds a planet full of apes and then comes back home. And when he arrives home, he finds that Earth, he lands in Paris and sees that all the Parisians are now apes, and so he leaves again. And then we find out that the couple that found the bottle are also apes. So the book, so Tim Burton's ending took that from the book, coming back to Earth and finding that they're apes on Earth. and it actually being
interesting.
another planet. Yeah.
I like that being an homage to that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, as much as that the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes was fucking terrible, but
Yeah, I guess, you know.
Well, and the Lincoln Ape, that was an image in a Kevin Smith comic book.
yeah, which also Kevin Smith probably got that from the original book. Like,
From the book, yeah. But, I mean, was that in the book that it was Lincoln?
it was no, they came back. It was French. It was a French book written in French, and so he came back to Paris. But the French book, let's see, it was obviously in French it had a different name, but it was the original English title was not Planet of the Apes, but Monkey Planet.
It's very American to translate the French word for ape into monkey.
That was actually the British version.
Yes. Yeah. The
Or the
U.S.
British.
version was Planet of the Apes.
Yes, the British version was Monkey Planet.
Like Monkey CD.
Yes.
It's like, they're not monkeys.
No.
I was curious about the book. I pulled up the Wikipedia. So their society, like the movie, it's militaristic gorillas as police and soldiers, conservative orangutans as politicians and religious authorities, and liberal chimpanzees as scientists.
Bonobos. Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
And plebeians.
Yeah.
Creeps, yeah.
Yeah. The book, much like the original script, which we'll get to in a minute, was it was a very advanced, futuristic sci-fi society they lived in.
Yeah, this one's pretty primitive.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
Guns before drywall. I guess that's how true in our timeline.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to ask my question up front because I hadn't seen this since I had rewatched the more recent. Who made those? James Wan, I think.
Yeah.
What one?
Oh,
The new Planet of the Apes, the Kingdom, and the
Oh, those are fun. The Andy
they're
Serkis
so
ones.
good. Yeah, the circus ones. There's a big focus on the apes escaping from containment, from actual enclosures. I had never watched this movie, I think, with that in mind. And the apes build the cities, as they said in the trailer. Every fucking ape city, every ape building looks like a zoo enclosure. And I can't tell, because this is, what year is this again?
That it was 68.
68.
Though it was
can't
made
tell
in 67, yeah.
if the monkeys in the movie, the apes in the movie, were inspired by the enclosures they escaped from to build their towns, or if that's just the aesthetic of the 60s, or if the zoo enclosures that I have been to in America were inspired by the Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Huh.
Does the design of ape enclosures inspire the design of ape cities? I don't think so. Or does the movie inspire ape scientists to design Planet of the Apes style
right.
Are we
enclosures
talking
in zoos
mid-century
throughout the United
modern?
States?
Art Deco.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because the cages they keep the humans in are just cages with
They're
straw.
just cages. They're British cages.
With straw, yeah, like very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Interesting. Huh.
I think that this movie inspired ape scientists, human ape scientists, to design their enclosures to look like the fucking movie, because that's how they got into the science.
This movie definitely inspired a generation of young apes to become scientists.
That's true.
STEM. Ape
Still
STEM.
does.
Yes. But no, that's interesting. That did not occur to me at all.
But if you look at it, it's every zoo you've ever fucking been to.
Yeah, you're right. They do make it look like that.
I mean, not to get ahead because we're only doing this first movie and we're not doing the entire series, but the sequels create a real kind of time travel issue wherein they travel back in time and thus create the race of intelligent apes. But how did the race of intelligent apes become if they had to travel back in time to become them?
It's a very bootstrappy paradox kind of thing.
Yeah, very a classic time travel paradox. Your own grandpa. So, all right, Planet of the Apes. Producer Arthur P. Jacobs bought the rights to the book. He also produced Dr. Dolittle. He was having a big February or April in 1968. He also produced Dr. Dolittle, Goodbye, Mr. Chips, Play It Again, Sam. Was
Mr. Chips not an ape?
Mr. Chips.
That's a little racist there, buddy.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie, Brian?
No.
Oh, it's about racial
Mr.
tension.
Chips does sound like Mr.
Yeah.
I thought he was like a chimpanzee.
Mr. Bananas.
No,
All right,
no, it's
enough.
about racial
Jesus Christ.
tensions in the 60s.
Oh, no.
Mr. They call me
integrated schools.
Yeah.
Oof. Jesus Christ. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It was bought by him, and the first draft of the script was written by Rod Serling from Twilight Zone, and it has a classic Rod Serling twist ending. Rod Serling, M. Night Shyamalan knows everything he's ever done to Rod Serling.
Absolutely.
But he did have it be a futuristic society. He put in all the stuff about the religion, and all of that classic kind of Rod Serling morality play stuff.
Yeah, social commentary, the giver of laws, and all that.
Yeah, all of that stuff. His script was rewritten heavily by Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson is the one who made them a more primitive society. Michael Wilson is also Michael Wilson was a blacklisted writer. He was he moved to France in the 50s to escape McCarthyism. He was a big screenwriter. He was a script doctor who did It's a Wonderful Life, Salt of the Earth. But he, by the mid 60s, he was brought back. He script doctored Lawrence of Arabia. This was one of his last works. His very last work was about Che Guevara. So, he was definitely would have been high on Joe McCarthy's list, I think.
Yeah.
He let's see. To convince Fox that Planet of the Apes could be made, because they were afraid of it, of how much special effects, how much makeup, all of that. They didn't know how it could be produced. They didn't know if it could be made as a film. The producer brought in Charlton Heston pretty early on to film a test scene in which Edward G. Robinson played Dr. Zaius.
Huh.
And
okay.
Cornelius and Zira were played by James Brolin and Linda Harrison. Linda Harrison being the girlfriend of Richard Zanuck, who was the head of Fox Studios at the time. So they got him on board. They brought in the director, who is Franklin Schaffner. Let's see, would later on go on to win an Academy Award for directing Patton in 1970.
Wow.
He did Papillon in 73, talking about Dustin Hoffman there. Boys from Brazil. And he became president of the Directors Guild in the 80s. So he was a very, very well-regarded director. Let's see. Initially, they wanted Ursula Andress to play Nova. Eventually, they cast Linda Harrison as Nova, who, as we said before, was the president of the studio's girlfriend. They would later go on to get married. The rest of our cast Here we've got, as we mentioned, this is our first Chuck Heston movie, isn't it?
Probably.
I don't think we've done anything with him.
He wasn't in one of our like weird fucking Christian ones.
No, even his later stuff where he would be on, where he'd like his 90s stuff where he'd be in, a fairly well-known movie for like 2 minutes. We haven't done any of those. Tombstone, True Lies, none of those. So, and we haven't done Soylent Green. We haven't done Omega Man. Yeah. This is our first Chuck Heston movie. So those are all movies he's in. But he's, he's Moses. He was in the Ten Commandments as Moses. He was Ben-Hur.
You truly are the King of Kings.
But he's probably...
I think of him as the NRA president.
He is the NRA guy. We grew up knowing him as the NRA guy.
Yeah,
from
post-Columbine.
My cold, dead fingers.
No, I knew him before the NRA, but that would make sense. Bowling for Columbine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess he served as president of the NRA in the late 90s to the 2000s, but I knew him as an active member of the NRA even in the 80s. I
knew him as Charlton Heston.
It's interesting.
The actor.
Yeah. Well, no, it's interesting because he was considered very he denounced racism and was an active supporter of the civil rights throughout the movement throughout the 60s and 70s, but then later on he became a Republican and was very conservative. So I feel like he was one of those. I feel like he was a truly one issue Republican, where guns alone. But
so I found he was in the Mouth of Madness.
That's right. I
forgot about that.
Character was Jackson Harglow.
Wow, our second Charlton Heston movie then.
Wait,
we didn't do Tombstone, right?
We didn't do Tombstone.
No,
in the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, yeah.
So
felt like we had.
So Roddy McDowall plays Dr. Cornelius. Roddy McDowall, what's he best known for? Cleopatra, I guess.
We've done him, right? Wasn't he in Ghost Story, or was he?
No, he wasn't one of those guys. I don't think so. Fright Night. He was fantastic in Fright Night. Legend of Hell House. Poseidon Adventure. Yeah, I don't know that we've done any of his. Let me see. Even the 80s stuff that I would have seen him in. We haven't done any of them. His last movie was A Bug's Life, in which he voiced Mr. Soil.
He did a voice for the Tick cartoon. 6 episodes. He was the bread master.
Let's see. We have Kim Hunter as Dr. Zira. Kim Hunter, one of those fairly big names from the 50s and 60s that didn't live on in pop culture afterwards. She was Stella.
Streetcar.
She not only was in the film, but she originated the role on Broadway.
Another Simpsons adaptation.
Yeah, Stella. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can always
depend on the
kindness of strangers. Yeah. A stranger's just a friend you haven't met. Yeah, but she let's see, she won an Oscar for Streetcar. She was one of the Actors Studio's first wave of members. As far as her on-screen roles go, Streetcar and Planet of the Apes are probably the biggest ones. She would go on to be in at least one of the Planet of the Apes. No, two of the sequels.
I think Roddy McDowall is in all of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Except for the second one.
Oh.
Okay.
And Cornelius has been introduced in the modern Ape movies.
Yeah.
These are little baby.
We have additionally Maurice Evans as Dr. Zaius. Dr. Zaius. Dr. Zaius.
This is all bullshit.
Yeah. He was a Shakespearean actor. He is American, but moved to. He was born in 1901. Moved to Britain and was a West End theater guy who was friends with Laurence Olivier before they made it. They would hang out together, and they both got their break in Richard II in the Apollo Theater in 1929.
Has anybody seen this stand-up comic? He's mostly on Instagram and TikTok, but he's Dr. Zaius, and he's in the full 68 makeup.
Yes,
he's really funny.
I have. Yeah,
he does interviews and shit.
Maurice Evans also would go on to be in Rosemary's Baby, but mostly he was a Shakespearean stage actor. Oh, he was in an episode. He was in The Jerk. Who was he? He played Hobart.
Oh,
who was
he
Hobart?
was one of the lawyer. He was one of the lawyers that worked for the eyeglass company.
Okay, that's right.
Or maybe his accountant, something like that.
Yeah. The president of the assembly, the middle ape in the trial, is played by James Whitmore, who I know best as Brooks from Shawshank.
Yep.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He yeah. But I mean he was a character actor for years from the 40s onward.
I recognize him more from his walk, I think, than his
that kind of bow-legged
look. Yeah. He looked like he rode a horse his whole life.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, he was in so many. The Asphalt Jungle, Kiss Me Kate. He was in the film adaptation of Oklahoma, Tora. So yeah, he was character actor dude for decades. I don't know if many of these others are worth even going through. A lot of 60s character actor people. It was this was filmed. A lot of it was filmed up near Lake Powell, northern Arizona, right where at the Utah border.
Looks like it.
Yeah, the Glen Canyon area up there. They up there, and then a lot of it at Malibu Creek State Park, just north of LA. There's actually still a lot of wilderness up there in Malibu. That's not, people think of surfing and like celebrity homes when they think of Malibu, but there's a lot of just green lush. It's a state park. That's where they shot the whole beach scene with the Statue of Liberty, was on Zuma Beach in Malibu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's where a lot of rich actors and stars live. Zuma Beach.
So many questions about how the Statue of Liberty has washed up in Malibu.
I mean, it's not supposed to be Malibu in the film. It's supposed to be New York.
Or how Angel Island has been subsumed by not just ocean but rock.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Yes, geologically, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't really make sense. But...
This is a vibe thing more than anything.
Yeah, it was there. Yes, it was. It has 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I do have. Obviously, I mentioned Roger Ebert. He gave it 3 stars. He said it was a good fun popcorn movie, basically. But there is predates Siskel and Ebert. I do have a few Letterboxd reviews here. Letterboxd user Simon writes, "How'd they get the Statue of Liberty all the way onto that other planet?"
All right, Homer.
That's a fair question.
Letterboxd. Oh, David Chen, who is also a critic, writes, "Really good movie, but I think I would have figured out I was on Earth right away." It is good. It is handy that everyone spoke and wrote English as it was spoke.
Yes.
And written in the mid-60s.
It's the English that gets you.
Mm-hmm.
None of these apes speak Spanish or fucking Mandarin?
Yeah, what if they had come down? Yeah, what if they had come down in China and there was a bunch of Chinese apes? I also
oh my god, it'd have been so racist.
So there's a popular online theory about a whole spate of post-apocalyptic films that take place in America. That all of these films, if you can, there's a reading for all of them that this is only happening in America and the rest of the world's probably just fine and ignoring what's going on over there for the most part. What is it? The Hunger Games, Soylent Green. There's like a lot of them where it's like, that's just going on in America. The rest of the world's A-okay. And this is one of those where you can have that reading based on just this film alone, where it's like, yeah, America's apes, but don't worry about it. We're fine here in Europe.
America's apes.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd, yeah. That's
Demolition Man.
Yeah. There's a lot of those. Where the rest
I
of the
don't believe that Taco Bell's the only restaurant in France.
Yeah, I refuse to believe that. Let's see. Letterboxd user JP writes, it's just apes being dudes, man. And Letterboxd user A Lesbian Watches Films writes, quoting the film, "You're afraid of me and you hate me. Why? Because you're a man." He's got a point. That is about it for our background on Planet of the Apes. Are we ready to jump into the film itself?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of writing my journal entries up here in space.
It's funny that he tucked them all in before he went night-night himself.
He's not the captain, right?
I don't know. They don't really
He's
seem to
just
I
that
took
guy.
them in.
I mean, he's a colonel.
He has a real take charge attitude over the other guys.
He is the leader of this expedition.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay.
Here we
That's
go. This is The Planet of the Apes. Have you heard of Planet of the Apes? The movie or the planet?
We are the planet.
Anyways.
The part I was born to play, baby.
We open on Taylor. He's an astronaut. An astronaut in space. He's on his spaceship. He and his 3 fellow astronauts are on a deep space journey to Orion, I guess. I'm not sure what the whole point of this was other than go over there and then be there. Because they're not coming back. And they only sent one lady who we later on find out was supposed to bear all of their children. But
If they didn't make it back.
If they didn't make it back, but how, like, what, I don't know. This entire mission seems a little suspect to me in its scientific necessity. So the other 3 are all asleep in cryosleep already. Luckily, it seems that there's something that says they launched in 1970, in the 70s. It's supposed to take place slightly in the future. They have at least mastered artificial gravitation by the 70s in this universe.
Oh, the American way, though, by just ignoring that gravity exists.
They'll pry my gravity out of my cold, dead hands.
My gravity.
They're traveling at near light speed. They've only aged a year. Earth has already aged 700 years. I don't know why they waited a year to go into cryosleep, but they have. He's making a journal entry. At the end, he's like, "I'm also lonely. Good thing we brought a dame." We get a title card and a credit sequence. It would be worth noting here, because this is where the score really starts kicking in, that the score was pretty groundbreaking at the time. It was an atonal chromatic score, and this was the first major film to utilize that.
Interesting.
Yeah. The whole and we've got like yeah, we've got the bells and like was very this was the first film to do that, which became a sci-fi staple for like the next 20 years.
Yeah, dropping marbles on a fucking piano, basically, and hope for the best.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah,
it's very
definitely.
precarious sounding the way that it's written. It's interesting. There's not a lot of like sci-fi sweeping, like do 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 do. You get a lot of blinky 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 blinky.
Well, yes,
blinky.
Well, and our composer is Jerry Goldsmith.
Yeah, this is like early Jerry Goldsmith, right? Like super early, right?
Not really super early. He was already. He'd been composing for 15 years at this point for film. He started.
Holy
in
shit!
The 50s.
How old is Jerry Goldsmith?
Jerry Goldsmith.
He's dead. Right?
Yes, he is. He passed away in 2004 because he was born in 1929.
Jesus, man.
So yeah, he was at this point. He was already in his 40s or approaching 40, anyways. Yeah, he let's see, he did The Omen, Rambo, Logan's Run, Chinatown, Alien, Poltergeist, Secret of Nim, Gremlins, Total Recall, Basic Instinct, Air Force One, LA Confidential, The Mummy, Lost World Jurassic Park. He composed the fanfare for Universal Pictures. Dun 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, big composer. So, all right, title card, credit sequence. Then we cut to the ship crash landing, a first-person perspective of the ship crash landing, the camera twirling as we go towards Lake, what is it, Lake Powell? Yeah. We crash. Taylor, Landon, and Dodge wake up and they find that the lady's dead. This means we're going to have to impregnate each other.
Let me tuck you in.
So they escape as the ship sinks. They have a life raft. They paddle not just to shore, but down a canyon and then to shore.
They should have brought a backup beef.
Yeah, they should have brought more than one lady.
Are they supposed to be colonizing the galaxy?
I don't know, because later Chuck Heston says she would have been our Eve to our eager, willing Adam. Like,
so
he makes it gross.
the original mission was just to go to another star. In the event that something like this happened, we're
supposed to gangbanger. Is what that's
crashed on a planet and couldn't get off, and they were supposed to start up the human race again.
But also, they only brought one lady. Who are the kids gonna? Like, it's the whole Cain and Abel, like Adam and Eve issue.
Yeah.
Like, at a certain point, like, you don't have a viable genetic pool to repopulate a planet.
Not a lot of thinking in our pre-Apollo science fiction movies.
No.
Or this is post-Apollo.
No, well,
right?
But pre-Apollo 11. But
pre-11.
But it's during the Apollo program. Yeah. So they paddle they finally get out of the water, get to shore.
3 men in a tiny boat.
Yeah. 3 Men and a Planet of the Apes was the third in the 3 Men trilogy. So Taylor thinks they're in Orion's belt, 300 light years. I have to stop talking. Like,
I know, it's
I
so
have to
hard
stop
not
doing a bad Chuck Heston.
It's not gonna stop.
300 years from their home from Earth. Dodge discovers that he does some reading. He's got a tricorder or something. He discovers that the area they're in is irradiated. Nothing can grow. So they start walking after Landon plants a tiny American flag, and Charlton Heston has the most insane laughing fit I ever put to film.
It is creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
I love it every time it happens.
And
though.
they freeze frame on it, and the laughing continues, which was a choice. So they walk, and they walk, and they walk. So much. I hadn't realized how much of this film is slowly traveling from one area to another. This walking sequence, I think, is 12 minutes long of them walking from the wastelands to find some non-wasteland area. Later on, the wagon sequence at the when they're going away is like another 6 minutes of them wagoning. So they walk for 12 screen minutes until they finally find a plant, and then they find some more vegetation. And then they see the creepy scarecrows, which they don't realize are actually there to mark the end of the wasteland, because they're coming from the wasteland side.
Has anybody else been confused by these creepy scarecrows their entire life? Like, since they were children? The scale of them.
How big they are?
Yeah, because at one point they're small. Obviously, that's how perspective works.
Sure.
And then they're big. And then they're fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 16 feet big.
Yeah, they're big scarecrows.
And then they're small again. And again, I know how perspective works, but I feel like there's two sets of scarecrows. One of them are way too big. The other set is way too small.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely shot a couple different sized props when making this.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, but
this has always had like a Arctic. What's the Arctic train movie that I made us watch? Arctic Express.
Oh, Polar Express.
Oh, Polar Express. Yeah.
This whole scene as a kid always confused me when they'd be leaving them. Like, what?
For a second I thought it was what was the Bong Joon-ho train, ice train? What's that called? Snowpiercer. Ice train with Captain America. Yeah. But forget about the giant weird ass scarecrows. We're going to ignore that. That means that there's some sort of intelligent life on this planet because we see a waterfall. Run, strip naked, and jump in with me, my fellow astronauts.
We're exploring our sexuality.
Yeah. Let's get wet and naked, everybody.
So the water they were in, Lake Powell, was salt water?
Yeah, that always confused me because I would assume, because they don't mention on screen, but since they're in search of water, I would assume that they discovered that water was bad water in some way. It would make sense that it was water since they show the map late. Well, no, it would have been brackish water because it seems they were right at the mouth of a river entering the Atlantic based on the map that they see later.
Which river? I hate the geography of this movie so much.
I mean, it's a river that doesn't exist now, but exists 7,000 years in the future.
Is it only 7,000?
Something like that?
Actually, there's only 2,000.
Only 2,000. I mean, rivers come and go. 2,000 years is a long time for a river to come and go, especially after a nuclear explosion.
That's fair. Massive nuclear explosions.
Yeah, completely changes the geography of Manhattan, essentially. It seems it's not an island anymore. Maybe it's kind of connected to the mainland. It seems they're in Jersey. Let's be clear. This entire film takes place in New Jersey. Which, I mean, from my understanding, that's basically what New Jersey is like at this point, right?
Yep. Staggering draw of the Garden State.
Yeah. Hey, our second movie in a row that takes place in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the world after it ends in Dogma. Is apes are now God's chosen creature. Alanis Morissette hangs it up, and an ape god steps in.
Well, okay, so again, all right, let's.
That's my religion.
Let's get into it a little bit. All three orangutans, gorillas, and chimps are three separate species. This isn't a single species taking over. This is three separate species evolving in parallel to each other and evolving a society in parallel together, which crazy.
Didn't make a lot of sense until the Andy Serkis ones.
Yeah. Yes, the Andy Serkis ones. Yes, tries to clean up the science quite a bit from the 60s Chuck Heston version.
Holy shit. In ways that I never would have guessed. I remember seeing that first one when it came out and being like, this is stupid. And being like, holy shit, wait, that's how the apes got smart? Like, wow.
I mean, yeah. So, anyways, they're naked in the water and their clothes all get stolen. It's a Porky's movie. Those scamp humans steal the clothes and tear them to pieces, break all their stuff. So they follow them. They find their shredded clothing. They come into a cornfield. It's still corn week, guys.
Yeah.
The humans are all stealing corn.
How can they not?
How can you not steal corn? It's so
irresistible.
I love it because all the like Terminator seeds, there would not be corn growing like this in the post-apocalyptic world. It would just be cornless stalks. They wouldn't grow because you need them to be like impregnated by the like Monsanto specific thing that makes the corn grow the right way.
Well, I got the idea
I
got the idea that this was the apes' cornfield that they cultivated.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
And because the apes are, because they later on they mentioned they come and they steal their crops and decimate it and everything, and that's why the apes are here. Like, God damn it, the humans are in the corn again. Come on.
We're just deer.
Yeah.
They also have some melon trees.
Some melon trees. That's interesting. Yeah. I didn't notice that.
The humans are up in this tree tossing melons down to each other.
Oh, that's right. Because later on, they're just eating a melon as they're watching the other humans eat corn. So, yeah. But then there's a roar and the humans start running in panic. We see the sticks coming down, the big reeds, like swacking, shooing the humans. And then we see the apes. The apes have arrived.
Here they are.
And they start.
This is one of the coolest scenes in like science fiction history.
Fuck yeah.
What are these weird people doing? What the fuck are those apes wearing leather?
No, this must have blown people's minds, like the same way as seeing the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Like seeing the train for the first time on screen coming at you, you know? Like, what?
Well, and
they're really well done.
Right. And people found like the ape masks, the ape costumes were considered ultra realistic at the time.
People didn't know what apes or what chimpanzees actually look like.
No. But apparently Roddy McDowall would wear his costume home. He'd drive home with his costume on to freak people out
he's a furry. He was out there fucking people in that thing. He's like, yeah, I drove it home one night and it was
1967 in LA. He 100% was fucking people in that costume after hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And all the behind the scenes photos of them trying to smoke cigarettes through the makeup.
Yeah. Yeah. They said they had to, because they couldn't remove it and the mouths were very constricting.
You can't get suction on a cigarette with it.
Yeah. Well, it was hard to smoke. And also they couldn't eat in them. So they would literally like blend up steak for them to suck through a straw.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you serve blended steak cold or warm?
I don't think it matters, man.
I think the colder the better at that point. Like the closer you can get to ice cream, the better.
Probably.
Maybe.
I mean, they could, because this was before like protein powder existed, so they couldn't even like just do a smoothie, like a fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, peanut butter would have been better. Like, anyways. They start capturing and killing the humans. Dodge gets killed. Taylor gets shot in the throat. So, but he survives and gets captured. He gets shot on the side of the neck, which I would point out shouldn't affect his speech necessarily, but you know.
The gorillas are really into neck shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dodge gets it right in the back of the neck.
Yeah, he does. Crazy
thing is he was talking about gun crime right before it happened.
Yeah. So they get put into wagons to be transported. This is where we get the scene of them, like all the humans hung upside down in like a big game style.
The hung upside down thing is hilarious. You ever want to fucking piss an animal off? Yeah, hang it upside down.
Oh, I assume those were corpses.
Oh.
That they were taking. Yeah, that they were taking as like trophies.
To Dan.
Dog. Oh.
Yeah, because they're not moving. They're limp, hung upside down. But they have Chuck Heston on like the stick where he's like hanging from it like a big game hunter in the 50s would carry a lion. And then we get a group of gorillas that are taking a group picture, and they speak.
What?
He can talk. I can sing. Can I play the piano anymore? Of course you can. Well, I couldn't before.
Too good.
So Taylor is taken to Ape City, which they have named Ape City, which I would point out is like us naming a city Human City.
Human City.
It's more of an ape town.
Yeah, this is.
I would say so. Maybe an incorporated village.
Yeah, it seems like it's more of like a scientific research center where there's some civilian families live with them. Like, there's not a whole lot of society happening here. We don't see ape society much at all.
No, they have a tribunal.
They do.
What's the entertainment?
There's always a fucking tribunal. Yeah,
I just saw the other ape tribunal, Nuremberg.
Yeah. Oof. Woo woo. In Ape City, two chimps, psychologist Zira and Surgeon Galen, save Taylor's life. They complain about the smell. His throat injury has rendered Taylor mute. He overhears Galen and Zira talking about the hierarchy of ape society, how they're doing studies on brain function, using humans as lab animals. Humans are considered dirty, diseased animals. Taylor gets moved to a cage. He impresses Zira with his apparent mimicry of ape speech. He does very little. He's not good at communicating, Taylor, because a lot of people would have found a way to communicate through primitive sign language like apes currently do.
Yeah.
Rather than simply mouthing words to them.
Yeah.
And caressing your neck.
Yes. Like, oh, I keep forgetting I can't talk after every sentence. Yeah. She calls him Bright Eyes, which bada bing, bada boom brings us our why this is here.
Because they probably haven't seen blue eyes before.
Yeah, they probably haven't. No one knows what it's like behind blue eyes. Yeah, so that is how how this movie ended up in this series of films that were inspired by, or films that inspired the name of an artist, Bright Eyes.
His real name is Connor Oberst. Mostly a singer-songwriter. I don't know that he has a band per se.
He toured with a band though.
Well, yes, he has accompaniment always. But I think Bright Eyes just refers to him.
Yeah. There, he's in this. Yes, like so many of those bands, he is Bright Eyes. What is that album called? That big one. I'm Wide Awake. It's Morning. That was his big one. Yeah, that was a huge album.
Yeah, Sadega, that's one I liked a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lua is a great song off that. What was the big hit off that? I don't know if it was a hit, but it was a let's see. I have to look at the track listing real fast. There was one song on there that was like First Day of My Life. That was the one that got the most like indie college radio play.
Also has the airplane crash birthday song.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And the Ode to Joy song, or he doesn't.
Yeah.
Interpolates Ode to Joy. So he's he was very much a in that 2000s era of kind of like not of acoustic indie twee and An Airplane Over the Sea, kind of Neutral Milk Hotel, all of those kind of artists.
That Iron and Wine got started around then.
Iron and Wine, yeah.
Sufjan Stevens.
Yes, exactly. This guy's Bonnie Prince, Billy was getting big in that era too. Yeah, those guys. So that is how this film ended up in this particular miniseries, because she calls him Bright Eyes because Chuck Heston has those baby blues that I could just get lost in.
He has intelligence. I guess the others are sort of dim.
Yeah. What I noticed watching this is Chuck Heston makes one expression the entire time, and it's like lips up, teeth out, just like a grimace.
Yeah. It's this disgusted grimace.
He's always
even smiling. He's like, "Well, I'll tell you what."
Yeah, he's all teeth.
He is all teeth. Anyway, so he again keeps trying to speak rather than coming up with some sort of on the fly sign language. And Zira is pretty impressed with that. But Dr. Zaius shows up, and he is less impressed with Taylor's attempts to speak. Says humans are just animals. They put a captive woman with him in the hopes they'll mate.
Like two pandas.
Yeah.
Come on, do it.
Later on, they're out in the yard. They get some sunshine time in an outside cage. It's kind of like a geodesic dome without the.
I think it's interesting that what's her name? Nova, Chevy Nova.
Yeah, Nova.
Yep. Which also she gets her name in the movies. The Nova character from getting handed a medallion from a Chevy Nova. It's very funny. But I like that her not being able to talk leads to them not having sex. But he's like, what? You're that dumb that you can't speak?
Right. So they wrote and filmed her being pregnant and them being in a romantic relationship, which later on they worried was perhaps an issue since she was perhaps not a fully human creature. And so they cut that all out.
Yeah, I'm glad. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It adds a level of like interest to it where like as a human man who reads Playboy, I need a girl to be witty. Like at least, dear God.
She at least has to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's that modern American astronaut man.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
Be like, if she can't call me daddy, what's the point?
Exactly. If she can't talk, like
yeah.
Excuse me, young lady, is your father or a policeman around?
Yeah. So out in the yard, he's trying to write something in the dirt. But Nova.
I'm just laughing because is there a policeman inside your house? It's a crazy question to ask.
I mean,
it was from a sketch. I know. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, but also, in the 50s, there very well could have been. Policemen would just walk into people's houses, from what I understand, and start making themselves some tea.
Daddy's having lemonade with the policeman right now in the parlor. Dear God.
Yeah. Honey, why don't you go wait face down on the bed for me instead of talking?
This movie is so crazy because, again, they filmed her being pregnant is insane.
Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, it was the 60s, so but they very
Like the back half of this movie is on horseback. I'm glad she's not pregnant.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that fit in exactly or how they made her visibly pregnant and then were able to cut it out. But considering she's in a bikini the entire time.
Yeah.
And he tries to write some words in the dirt, but
Dirt words.
So I just watched, you guys, Stargate because it's free on YouTube and I'm broke. And I'm watching
watched
free
what?
on YouTube. Stargate.
Oh,
And a big part of the plot is them stopping people from being able to read so that they can't figure out that they're on another planet and all this. Spoilers for Stargate.
Yeah,
in case you
sure.
haven't seen it or care. But it made me think about that while watching this. Like, oh shit, that's interesting that the little ape society has a prerogative to keep people unable to read. In their little scrolls, they're like, make sure they don't learn to read again because that causes problems too.
yeah, I mean,
yeah. They want higher hourly pay.
yeah,
Yeah.
they'll want ape health insurance.
Think you're so smart just as you read.
So they, but the other humans wipe out his dirt message, so he gets in a fight with them.
Yeah, that was one of my unanswered questions, I suppose. Is like, why did Nova feel like she needed to start rubbing out the letters?
I got the feeling it was just like because they are animalistic. It was just them being like, "Ooh, like, he's writing in the dirt."
There's a prohibition on writing, I think, is why.
But,
I think that
I think maybe
she's
part
protecting
of
him.
part of that. Like, no, don't let him
Like,
see you.
Yeah, don't let him see that you can write. Holy shit, are you stupid? Like, you're so smart, but here you are writing. What's the wire thing? Are you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy? Like,
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's part Thoreau, part your explanation, both of them.
Yeah, because I had the feeling like she was just animalistically like he rubs dirt, I rub dirt.
Right.
I never read her as that dumb. That's funny though.
I don't see anything saying she's not that dumb in this
She
movie,
might be
per
that
se.
dumb. Humans are just animals, man.
They
Running
lost
around
the
in
ability to
cornfields.
speech. It's been established that speech that not only does intelligence bring forth speech, but speech brings forth intelligence. Like how you speak, your language actually affects how your brain develops. So
And structures the way you
that
think.
kid
yeah.
that kid that was raised by wolves, that kid that was literally raised by wolves, had some, after being rescued and like after years of therapy, still was not fully, like, still had so many disabilities as far as like learning and like everything. Like, yeah.
Yep. One long string, man. Yeah. All the way back.
So
yeah, but it doesn't mean that they don't have their own. I don't know. It was in our own history. You know, it was like if a slave let their slave owner knew they could read and write,
sure,
that was a death sentence.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's also interesting that they have
Obviously they were not at a lower evolutionary stage
Right.
like these humans.
We're talking culturally, yes, yeah, but
it's just
There
self-preservation.
are reasons, even if they don't understand the system they're bound in.
sure.
They know. Don't look like you can do anything.
Well, and
stand
he's
out. Don't stand out.
He's so unaware of the risks, and she's like, "Dude, they're just gonna kill you."
Yeah,
He
don't
should
stand
have
out.
figured it out at this point. They think he's, you know. Anyways, but it's funny because they mention in this that the humans have all of the necessary organs for speech, all of the necessary equipment, their vocal cords, everything all exists. They simply can't. So it's interesting that they don't even make guttural noises. They don't even like at each other.
And we mainly only see them in the company of apes.
But no, at the beginning,
we don't know what
in
their
the
little
cornfield before the
society is.
apes show up,
They're
they
not
don't.
screaming at each other.
They're not.
Yeah,
They're not
or-
at each other.
That's interesting. I think in the what's it
A lot of
called in
communication
the
need with hunters and gatherers.
in those movies, there's a virus that makes us less verbal,
Yeah.
which
Yes.
is interesting.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Dear God. Yeah. Is it a pill? Can I take
I
it?
think everybody needs to shut up.
If it can also destroy everyone's ability to text and post things on the internet, then we'll be all good.
Text somebody.
So they, Taylor gets taken back inside. No more outdoor cage for you today, buddy. And
Wreck is
All
canceled.
that sunlight makes you ornery.
yeah,
That vitamin D.
it angers
Works
up
up the tempers.
It angers up the spirits. Yeah,
Yeah, the tempers.
yeah, the tempers. Dr. Zaius sees part of Taylor's message though and scratches it out. This Dr. Zaius may not be completely on the up and up.
I still love you, Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius, I love you.
I love you.
See, that's where he fucked up. Humans, if you're ever in a situation where you go back in time and it's like, oh no, it's cats or it's like fucking bears or whatever, you go, which is the doctor in charge of the tribunal?
Yeah. This is a tribunal
I
bear.
love you.
May I see the
Hey,
highest
Dr.
educated ape,
Zaius.
please?
And you sing for them and they'll be like, holy shit.
Yeah, just
Look
start
at him.
rapping. You'll be fine.
Yeah, dude.
Just like, I want to
Guys,
rock.
put on a show.
Yeah.
They take him on tour like he's King Kong.
Chained up somewhere.
But
An hour of the ethnic
He's from the early
comedy stylings of Dugan and Dershowitz.
He's just
Then the
doing a
ape's
roll.
gonna stand around for a
he's
couple
like,
hours.
comes out, he's like, Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising.
Great balls of fire.
Yeah, they're not very creative, the apes. They're great uses for this guy. Like, he sings and he dances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put him in a tutu.
He's the
Can he-
Sammy Davis Jr. of the planet.
Can he ride a tricycle? Put him,
while smoking a cigar?
yeah, put him in a fez and a tutu. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
I would love to see what town he's the sheriff of.
So, he's back inside. He steals Zero's notebook and writes a message in it. And he says, my name is Taylor. They call me Mr. Human.
Mr. Here. That's a Mr. Chips reference.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yes. I think I've said that on like 7 episodes in the last couple of months too. It's funny. You'd never knew what I was referencing.
I know it from Toy Story referencing it.
Actually, Call Me Mr. Tibbs is a different one.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Mr. Tibbs.
Mr. Chips is the movie.
Yeah.
Mr. Tibbs is a character.
Yeah. So he writes, my name is Taylor. My name is Taylor. So
Again, they all read and write English.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. In a flat, standard American accent.
But I think you guys are right. I think this is just what happened in America when we nuked ourselves.
Yeah. Hell, this could be just what
somebody-
happened in New
it's a lab
Jersey.
leak.
California's like, we have normal apes here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, no, it happened. It started in California, right? In the newer one. Everything is canonized by that because it covers
In the
all
new
of
one,
these
yes,
bases.
San Francisco.
And it
Yeah.
spreads east through the forest.
Right, but
you know?
well, I mean, because the new one started out as a soft prequel to this, like maybe it was, but then it changed enough that it was, it's not really, it can't really line up with the original movies anymore.
But at the same time, it might. It
The
very
last
well
one
might.
sort of did.
Because
It kind of might, because it's only like 200 years, and we're 1,000 plus.
but no,
I
because
think the nuke comes after the apes' intelligence in the new ones.
yeah,
but also in the originals, they go back in time to the 70s, which starts an whole ape thing going on.
Yeah, in one sequel, they go in front of Congress, our Congress.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, our Congress in 1976 or whatever.
But human Congress. Right?
it's Mr.
I didn't
Zaius.
mean our.
Mr. Zaius goes
the
to
Congress we grew up with.
Yeah, Mr. Zaius goes to Washington.
Exactly.
He didn't go to ape medical school for you to call him Mister.
Thank you.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, Al. Dr. Zaius.
We love you, Dr. Zaius.
So then he gets taken to her office where he writes a lot of stuff about who he is, where he's from. Cornelius. Oh, yeah, we met Cornelius. Cornelius is her boyfriend who's an archaeologist, and he wants to go archaeologize some more places. But Dr. Zaius is like, you can't archaeologize there.
They're
That's
just like
bad
two
place.
NYU students, basically.
Yep.
They're
just
grad
like,
students. Yeah.
We're
But
curious
he
about
keeps
you.
finding evidence of a
You're
past
very
civilization.
handsome for a man. Will you come stay with us?
And Dr. Zaius is head science guy and head religious guy.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, and I think he's also the chief architect.
Yes, he's like, everything
Yeah,
will be a mud
he's a-
dome.
He's a doctor.
beige.
He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer scientist.
Yes.
That's, you know what? That's the story we really need to see. What is Dr. Zaius' day job like? What is it like
busy
running
Oh.
Planet of the Apes?
He's always yelling at his little rhesus monkey secretary. God damn it! You pooped on everything again.
I feel like the rhesus monkeys didn't evolve, though, so it's just a regular one.
It's just a regular one. Like, send in that monkey from Monkey Shines. He'll handle it.
No, Dr. Zaius is like any head of a department of a university. He spends a lot of time in meetings and telling people, you can't do that.
Right.
That's his job.
Revoking her. You don't get tenure
Yeah.
Slowing shit down. He's like, slow it down,
at
everybody.
APU.
Oh, no, they didn't. He didn't. He had to go to Ape State.
Yeah, he couldn't afford. Ugh.
So then Cornelius comes into the office. He's skeptical of Taylor's story. Neither of them believe he could come from another planet. Heavier than air flight has not been discovered in ape society. He makes a paper airplane to impress them. Like, things can float. Birds exist.
Oh, yeah.
Then Cornelius worries that Taylor's story contradicts religion. Dr. Zaius shows up with Dr. Maximus, who's in charge of animal affair. He's in charge of like the human stuff. And
Department of Human Affairs.
so they take Taylor back to his cage. Zaius crumples the airplane. He's like, maybe flight happens, maybe it doesn't. Personally, I refuse to look at birds.
They're none of my business.
They're not real.
Whatever happens in the sky has nothing to do with me.
It has nothing to do with me. I didn't learn how to fly, so it doesn't exist.
They have their part of town. We have ours.
We don't
Like
mix.
dolphins
And
in the ocean.
Now I want to.
Dolphins piss.
Now I want to see a West Side Story with a bird and an ape.
Fallen in love.
When you're a wren from
Wait,
All
is
the
that
way.
the new Spielberg disclosure movie? It's all these animals together, and they're like fucking humans, and they click all weird.
Yes, it is.
That's what it is. It's animal
Tell your
websites.
friends, Brian.
I'm in.
I'm just gonna say yes.
I mean, it's definitely going to have a Spielbergian thing going on because they haven't said it's aliens. Everyone just assumes it's aliens from the
I mean,
trailer.
they called it Disclosure Day.
Right, but what are you
But there's gotta
disclosing?
be a
They never
twist.
say what you're disclosing. They don't say aliens. They don't say outer space. And we
That
just see
everybody
we
gets
just see animals being weird
That a bird and
and a deer.
and an ape can fall in love in a
and,
unique, non-Disney way.
Maria. So
I'm excited for them to love each other.
there's the song Ape City. In Ape City
What happens in Ape City?
stays in Ape City. Yes. Then Dr. Zaius decides Taylor's going to get castrated against Zira's protests. But on the way to the castration place,
Funny thing happened.
a funny thing happened on the way to the castration room. Taylor escapes and he manages to run around for a while. This is 5 minutes of him running from place to place as apes yell at him.
Yeah.
Butt naked too, right? Isn't he butt naked throughout this whole thing?
No, he's got his little loincloth.
Okay.
Chuck Heston is wearing nothing but a loincloth through 90% of this movie.
There are a number of moments though where he's very like covering himself, like, oh, whoops, I don't know why I found myself like during chases where it's like, dude, put pants on or something.
We see Chuck Heston's ass at one point and it's so flat. Dude has no cake. He's got that like
they used to.
He's got like that 60s like movie star body where he's in shape, but also
he's like 6'5".
Yeah, but also clearly he drinks a lot of whiskey and eats a lot of red meat.
Yes.
He finds his way to Ape Church.
Yes. Yes. Which I couldn't remember, and watching this time I was disappointed we didn't get an ape Jesus on an ape cross.
Yeah.
Jesus ape. Jesus ape Christ. Anyways. So he gets recapped. Oh, we find Dodge has been stuffed already. Whoever is doing the taxidermy in this place is their taxidermy is way ahead of ours, because that was a quick job taxidermying that African American scientist from another planet.
Yeah.
Guy.
That's funny. They have the whole man museum.
Yeah.
Weird.
I forgot to mention the actor that I did skip him. The actor that plays Dodge. And this would later go on to mostly be in blaxploitation films. So he was in Coffee, a couple others in the 70s. Anyways, he gets recaptured, and as he gives his the line everyone remembers. Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape. And everyone's like, oh, he can talk.
I can say.
So they throw him back in the cage where he's there with Nova. They're cuddling. And this is where he gives his speech about, yes, back home I fucked a lot of women. And here we were all going to gangbang that fourth lady astronaut.
But she could read and talk. She had a brain that worked good.
But nobody can hear her read in space, though.
No one can hear you read in space.
Unless you're reading to yourself. They still can't.
Yeah, and they pull her away and put her in a different cage, and this is where we get, it's a madhouse! A madhouse! They take him to a courtroom.
Nova learns how to smile.
Yes.
And then there was the interesting thing when they're in the separate cages and they take him away to the tribunal. How she's like up against the bars and they keep like knocking her back, and she just comes up and back again, like almost like a willful protest. Mm-hmm. Or maybe just puppy dog eyes.
She's like, that topless Chuck Heston really gets my mute lady girl's parts going.
If your woman's lady parts speak, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Ladyoid parts.
Ladyoid. She's a ladyoid. A girl creature, if you will.
She's not necessarily human. She's humanoid.
Not unlike our own.
She's a lady, not unlike our own ladies. Small, frail, and needing to be put in her place.
And mute.
Yeah. It's like, frankly, I didn't even realize she was mute for the first 6 months. That's just how ladies are around here.
I just thought she knew what she was doing.
Yeah. So there's a tribunal. They take him to a tribunal room to a hearing. There's 3 judges, Dr. Zayas, and I don't know, the other 2 guys. He gets ordered not to speak. Zira and Cornelius defend him. They're also being held accountable for their actions, which Dr. Zaius says is heresy. Taylor talks about his 2 astronaut friends. So they ask him what happened to the other one, and he says he may be captured. They take him out to see a group of captive humans, and he finds Landon, but Landon has been lobotomized. You monkeyed around in his brain.
You monkeyed around.
You monkeyed around is crazy.
I love how the lawyer, the ape lawyer, is after Taylor starts talking. He's just like, can you tell me why man has no soul? You can't. See, he can't think.
Yeah. This should be out. No, he's got real like, point. Well, I'm just a country ape. So,
I'm just a caveman.
I'm a simple country ape. I don't know about you big city humans, but I can tell you this.
But yeah, the ape is just telling him like, okay, if you can think, tell us all about our monkey religion. He's like, I can't. See?
Yeah.
See what I mean?
If you could think, you'd know about monkey religion. Obviously. Yeah. So Zaius says that Taylor is from an unknown human tribe beyond the forbidden zone, or he was the subject of a mad scientist who gave him the power of speech. Cornelius tells the power about his archaeological findings in the forbidden zone and how he proved that there was society before the ape scriptures say there was.
And the members of the tribunal start making the no evil poses.
Yeah. Which was apparently they decided to do that on the day. It wasn't scripted. The 3 actors came up with that bit themselves.
It's very good.
I think it was the director, but it was still just an improv in the scene. Just like, hey, what if you guys did this?
Mm-hmm. They
that could just work.
That's just crazy enough to work in this madhouse. The panel of judges is infuriated by this. They charge Cornelius and Zero with heresy, and they take Taylor away to be for his future to be decided by Zaius. Dr. Zaius sees him to meet privately, tells him that you were never gonna. That wasn't a trial. There was never any decision other than we're going to have you disposed of.
That's usually what tribunals are. Just a show.
Mm-hmm. He tells Taylor he's going to be castrated and lobotomized for fun. No. Sounds like a weekend. Sounds like a good weekend. He offers to save him if he'll tell him where he really comes from. Taylor says he did tell him the truth. He gets returned to his cage. Back in his holding area, they send in a hip young ape named Lucius.
Yeah, Lucius.
He doesn't trust them old apes. He's part of the new generation, man.
Don't trust an ape over 30.
It's hilarious to me that the baby boom generation started off as the original youth generation and has become this.
Yeah. They created
youth
youth culture. We've
Yeah.
talked about it before. There were no teenagers before them.
Yep. Yeah.
You worked.
It was
you fucking worked. You didn't have disposable income and free time.
No. The baby boomers became a real like Dark Knight situation. You either die the pop culture hero or live long enough to become the pop culture villain.
And nobody expects anything from senior citizens. They could just shut up.
They could just shut up
and have everything they already have.
Mm-hmm. But instead they got to be, you're lazy.
Your blue hair, gay this.
It was harder in my time. Why don't you just save up some money and buy a house? Fuck yourself.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck you twice.
Anyway.
Another ear.
So Lucius helps rescue them, or Taylor. He insists on bringing Nova with him. He's like, maybe I'm not going to have sex with her in this cut of the film, but I still want to. So she's coming with.
She's exactly my type.
I should at least consider it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to think about it
That's
for a while.
only fair.
I may be having sex with her down the road if I can teach her to say a few basic words.
I wouldn't want her to think she isn't attractive.
Yeah. I need somebody to make me coffee at some point in the future. So yeah. They're going to go to the Forbidden Zone. Zira and Cornelius are going too because they don't want to stand trial for heresy. Here's a tip, guys. If you're ever going to be held, if you're ever going to stand trial for heresy, you don't want to do that. Just
Don't
go.
show up.
You're not.
convicted.
It's not going to turn out well. That's not going to ever go your way.
They're like, quickly, we have to make it to Ape Canada,
Yes.
where the apes wear denim.
Yeah. Where the apes drink maple syrup all day long.
All day.
Just chugging it. We've got like 6 minutes of them in a wagon going to the Forbidden Zone.
Yeah.
And they get to the Forbidden Zone in that wagon. They arrive where there's a cave, but before they can go into the cave, Dr. Zaius shows up with some soldiers.
He's all, ha
He's like, don't
Do
go
you
in that
still
cave.
love me?
ha! Not that
Don't
cave.
Don't go in that cave.
Of all the caves, not that one.
My soldiers will shoot you if you go in that cave, but luckily for them, Taylor also understands that having a gun means he can shoot back, which is apparently something that Cornelius and Zira do not understand.
Yeah.
She's a they're doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're liberals.
The ape Hippocratico, whatever. Their ape Hippocrates was.
The hip ape cratic oath.
Christmas ape goes to summer camp.
So he holds Dr. Zaius hostage and makes the gorillas just go around over there where you can't see us and stay there or I'm going to shoot Dr. Zaius.
It's clear that no ape has ever like kidnapped somebody before.
No.
They're like, I never thought to do that before. Holy shit, this guy's crazy.
You could just threaten to shoot somebody and other people will do what you say?
They're like, damn.
Charlton
We
S
usually
is
just-
like, even better if they come into your cave, you can shoot them.
yeah.
That's the law. It's called
That's the law.
It's called stand your ape. Ape your
cave law.
ground.
cave doctrine.
Stand ape ground. I don't know. I ran out of words to make puns with. So Dr. Zaius agrees to go in the cave with them for 7 minutes in heaven.
Just long enough to touch tips.
To see what Cornelius found in the cave. He shows them where he dug up down and has stuff that's from before the ape scripture was written.
And they do it in grid patterns like our own paleontologists.
Yep.
Clever apes.
Oh, Cornelius.
So they seem to know their history, right? That like
Some
humans.
of the older ones.
Yeah. Like,
Zaius
some of
does,
them
and they're catching on, the younger ones.
yeah.
Like, why would you make a baby doll that talks?
Yes, they find
Yeah.
a human doll that speaks. So
And it
It's
says,
Daddy Kathy
I love
doll.
human baseball and I hate
Math,
apes.
math
You
is
know?
hard.
my spidey sense is tingling.
Let's make. I'm Albus Stacy. This is something weird.
Did anyone call for a web slinger?
Let's go make cookies for the boys.
So they, Zaius admits he's always known about the humans, but he don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Like we know about the Neanderthals. They lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like it doesn't seem like somebody who cares enough to be like, and I make sure like that this information can never get out. Like, yeah, I found out about this. I know about it. Shit. I should have done something about this a long time ago. They're dumb. Zeus is a dumb ape.
Well, because it's religious dogma, that's what he's afraid of. Not that, like, he also doesn't want them treated differently. He likes that they're slave labor and shit. But also, it's like if we announced there were aliens, then the question of God becomes a legitimate question. Now it's not. They get to deflect it. But it's just like, okay.
Yeah, we gotta ask we gotta ask the aliens. Do you guys know our God?
Right. Did he make you guys and when?
Yeah. And the
took him 7 days over here, you could probably tell.
Yeah.
It was a real rush job.
And then you have to have all the people that are freaking out when the aliens say, "What? No. What the fuck?"
Right. So that's where Zeus is coming from.
Yeah.
The religion would crumble, not their society, because they won. Obviously, the humans are less evolved, but all of their bullshit ape dogma.
Yeah.
Rod Serling rules.
Yes, he does. So
the concept is so fun.
Yeah.
Taylor wants to go through the wasteland, find answers to see what happens. Yeah.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. It's a great metaphor for like that white man's burden, that victimhood. You know what I mean? Like, just take anything away from a white man and he'll lead a fucking revolution.
Yep.
I can't have my tea for 35 cents less.
You don't respect. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to start a new fucking country.
Yeah.
How dare you not respect me? That's where Heston's coming from.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
I'm not an opposite bigot.
Yeah. I'm not looking to live in peace and create a new society where apes and humans could get along. I'm looking to be in charge again.
You're the animal. No, you're the animal. And the West Bank is free. All right.
So he Dr. Zeus warns him he's not going to like the answers he finds. So Taylor and Nova head off on horseback down Malibu Beach, also known as Forbidden Zone.
It kind of is. Like I said, which, Bob Dylan's house is there. Or Mick Jagger used to have. Yeah. So it's just Heston riding by all those hippies.
And surfers are territorial.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. That's also a weird spot because Malibu is right where the beach faces south because it curves around. So they
beautiful area.
Yeah, and technically there are no private beaches, but see how long you can just wander around.
Yeah,
a bit more. Somebody comes out.
Right on the beach. There's all those houses. You go and that they like that because you can't build up inland because again that's a state park.
Yeah.
So they're not going to have all of the plebes coming down and building up.
They're all going to fall into the ocean.
Yeah, they are.
All those homes. Even before California, goes under. Those houses with
all the fucking houses,
mudslides.
I have seen, like, I don't know if you've seen like all the pictures of the Florida houses that were all built on the beaches. Like the pictures of them from when they were new in the 80s versus now when they're like in the ocean. And in the 80s, they were like 200 feet up the beach. Like that's how erosion works.
Brian knows. He's been to Hawaii and we've all been to Mexico. Like they know.
Yeah.
Put it above the ground.
Go. Yeah.
You want to be near the beach?
Go hang out on the beach.
Foundation in sand.
Yeah.
Dumb motherfucker.
Yeah. Go hang out on the beach, but build your house like 200 yards that way.
And lift it up above sea level.
Yes. Because it's going to flood at some point.
Yep.
So anyways, they're riding down the beach on horseback for about 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes of screen time. Yeah.
He makes it to Manhattan.
Yeah. They get to Manhattan where they see the Statue of Liberty sticking out of the sands, and we get the whole famous end scene, which was a twist ending, which they did not let anybody know about at the beginning, but is now the cover of the DVD.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that was iconic.
Yeah. Fucking A. Super iconic.
And explained itself. Like, what a great way to end a movie. There aren't any questions now. We fucking nuked ourselves, and the apes survived.
It's
a few of us did, obviously. But
yeah, it's really, 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 for the time, it had to have blown people's fucking minds to be like,
I bet it was
what?
fun, yeah.
I'm sure people were yelling at the fucking screen in the movie theater, being like, "No, that's stupid! Like, this is a different planet."
And it was post space race, so it was back to nuclear fear. You know, we were back to that. The Cold War was in full effect.
There was 100% a few people at that time who probably were like, "How did they get the Statue of Liberty to that planet?" Who had to be explained by their
you
friends.
mean idiots? Yes.
Yes.
They've always been with us.
Yes, they have.
No, oh my God. Trevor, the Mandarin from the MCU, that's what inspired him. Do you remember that story? He and his mom went to Planet of the Apes, and he's like, how did they get those apes to ride horses? oh, pet, they were just acting.
Oh, Trevor.
He thought they were apes.
So yeah,
pet.
You blew it up. You maniacs.
You maniacs. Yeah, it's fucking amazing, dude. He's such an unhinged piece of shit every time.
Charlton Heston is a crazy human being to watch him do anything. Oh, that man is...
He has no range.
No. Every single
amazing.
line is delivered with the same cadence and the same emotion.
And he doesn't exude badass like Eastwood. Eastwood doesn't really have range either, but there's some sort of badassness around him. But
he's like a guy tied to a chair who's like, I'm going to chew my way out of this chair.
Yeah.
You're
like,
dating my daughter.
He's
just that energy.
He's a man who is constantly having a single toenail pulled out. Just like, no.
Yeah.
These are natural teeth.
Teeth, and like his mouth is so wide open, there's some gum above the teeth visible most of the time.
You know, he did play a pretty good Moses for a
character with no historical reference.
Yeah. He probably would have made a better Job though.
Too.
You know, like just the suffering of mankind and one human being, just like, oh God, why?
When he came down off of Sinai, I believed him. He's like, Jesus, it's been. He didn't say Jesus.
Jesus Christ, it was crazy.
Jesus Christ, I had a week.
Like who? What?
I'm still waiting for Job the movie.
Dude, Job the movie. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Real cliffhanger.
The movie of Job.
Oh, man, this sucks.
Yeah, life sucks. The movie.
I pray and I pray. Fucking boils. I'm surprised they haven't, though. Especially with these new streaming companies like Angel, like these Christian streaming companies. I'm surprised there hasn't been the story of Job. I fell asleep with Prime on once, and it started playing the story of David, and now it's convinced that that's my bag.
Of course.
It can be like, because you watched it. It's like, I did. What?
That's just like how Amazon is like, oh, you bought a toilet seat. You want to buy 7 more toilet seats, don't you?
You must shit all the time, man.
Yeah. People also bought a whisk.
They should just change that to because we chose it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
should watch.
I'm about to toilet seat your whole podcast up right now.
I remember when Netflix was the first company to do that, like, because you watched it. Right off the bat, it sounded hostile to me. Like, because you watched Super Bad. You're going to watch. Like, oh, because I did.
I mean, there's consequences.
You should know better than to watch these movies without also watching these other movies.
You piece of shit.
So that is Planet of the Apes. Unanswered questions? I don't even know.
Or is it?
Yeah. Or is it?
Or is it?
We're on the Planet of the Apes. Oh my God.
We've been on the Planet of the Apes all along.
The whole time. Yeah. Planet of the Apes, a.k.a. the Jersey Shore.
Do they have an Apes for the Ethical Treatment of Humans organization?
I think that she and Cornelius wanted to. Ape.
Yeah.
The Humane Society.
I don't know if they were so concerned with the ethical treatment as more of the
Humane Society.
bringing an ape and bringing a man into their bedroom with them. They were swinging.
Yeah. They
Oh, no.
We didn't mention the kiss.
We didn't mention the kiss at the end. Charlton Heston kisses her.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. You're still a lady.
He's
That's
like,
some
I'm not
Captain
leaving
Kirk
without
shit
my
there.
kiss.
I need
You
my kiss
disgusting
goodbye.
ape.
But
That's Captain
her
Kirk.
line's like, all right, but you're so damned ugly.
I love it. It's so gross and everything about it. But she's like, ugh, you piece
And
of
it-
shit.
She's like, he's such a
and it-
butterface.
It shows the reaction. It shows the reactions of Corny and Nova. They're both like a little weirded out, like, ugh.
Yeah.
They're both
You just
kissing at the same
you
time.
watch someone kiss their sister for too long.
Yeah, let's not forget this has some light bestiality
Like,
in
it
it.
almost got inappropriate, but enough for me to feel weird.
Yeah.
It's like I've been staring at your ape lips for this whole movie.
For this whole time.
Those sexy ape lips.
Do they go all the way down?
Yeah, and and at the end he shaves.
And Corny's line is like, somehow it makes you look less intelligent.
Yeah.
Why do you call him
right.
Corny, Al?
I like it.
Because they're friends.
Just,
I figured
my
like,
buddy.
you
You
look
guys know
smarter.
each other from doing ape science together.
They went to school together.
He's my bro.
He's in
We graduated
anthropology.
the same year.
Old Corny is the ape frat they were in. Delta ape.
Apes
ape
together
frat.
smart.
Apes together smart.
So yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't know about thumbing Planet of the Apes. It feels weird.
It's fine.
It exists.
It gets all.
It's Planet
it's
of the
apes. They get thumbs. It gets 2 thumbs no matter what you do.
When I was younger, I could watch it and it felt like it was a 90-minute movie.
Exciting.
Today, this morning I'm watching it. I'm like, there's a lot of dudes swimming for a long time.
Right? There's
Yeah,
a lot.
of naked guys.
It's
running
There's a lot of
around.
male bonding before we
takes
even ape it up.
12 minutes of screen time for them to get off the life raft to the waterfall. Like, that's
It's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, I never noticed how slow, but it kind of works.
I don't think I ever watched this whole movie from start to finish until well into my adulthood. I have done so far, but when I was a kid, I remember Apes so vividly. I think the TV series was on.
Also, the movies, they were on, I think,
11.
USA.
Yeah, I think the movies
Constantly.
played a lot. I don't think I knew which was which necessarily. It all kind of just melded together into Apes in my mind, all the different movies.
When I was staying with Dave at one point, he bought like the box set, and we just got ripped to the tits and watched every single one of them. And
They were
wild.
they are. They only
They
get
went ape.
They only get crazier too. This one is
I
the
watched
most
this one a lot.
grounded movie-like of any of them.
Yeah, this is a movie.
So
It's interesting. The second movie. I don't know if we're gonna jump into this whole series. Probably not. But in the second movie, in this movie, Landon sends back a message to Earth. Okay, and 2,000 years ago, Earth receives this message. So somehow the message goes back in time.
message traveled back
the
in
black hole.
time.
It also went through a wormhole.
So they send out the second expedition. I can't remember the name of the ship.
Oh, that's right.
They send out the second expedition. So in the second movie, a second astronaut from Earth.
So true.
No, not. It's like it's not Intrepid. Infinity.
Sure.
Whatever. Icarus.
Ah.
Anyway, so the second movie, a second astronaut comes looking for the first crew,
Yeah.
having gotten the message 2,000 years ago.
Yes, somehow.
Yep.
That was somehow sent 90 days ago.
Yes. And and then he has to do the whole thing like apes again.
Again.
It came by post office.
I can't. Who was it in the end game? Who was like, no, and then your future becomes your past, and your past becomes your future, talking about how time travel actually works from your experience of it.
That was the Hulk, I think.
Oh, is it the Hulk? Yeah, just the like thinking of a message traveling back in time, and then somebody getting it and following it and arriving to that person being alive is fascinating to me.
Instead of going to get that guy, just don't blow up the world. Like,
Yeah,
good looking out.
don't blow up the world.
But
This is what's gonna happen. Good looking out. Thanks,
but
man.
also, like, he just sent the message normal. How did it go back in time?
I don't know.
It just needed to. The power of love, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Hope against.
It caught a tacky on stream.
Yeah. He shouted into a black hole.
Is that what happens at the end of the second movie? He
What
sends a message
Happens at the end of the village.
No,
to don't blow up the earth.
I don't think that.
He's
Guys,
I think that happened.
yeah, I
We might
don't
have to
know.
watch them.
Maybe someday we'll do them on here. Not today, though. Not this week. Not next week either. Because next week we are going to be finishing up this series of this miniseries that Al started of movies that
fun.
inspired the names of artists with Brian's choice. He's the last one to choose. And
wonder if
now
it's
it
the
is
one I had in my pocket.
time to find out. Brian, what movie that inspired the name of a musical artist are we going to be watching next week?
Is it a musical artist, or is it a song, or is it?
no, an
Are there-
artist or band.
Movies that inspired band names was the.
But it
my
doesn't
original.
have to be
Okay.
the title of the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But band or artist,
Like,
not
that's
song.
how we got
Because there
Bright
were
Eyes.
so many songs. I
Yeah,
thought
if we
of.
do song, then that's
Because I want to tell you, during this episode, I found that They Might Be Giants did an album called Ape Cycle, where they did a song for every movie from the Planet of the Apes.
no. Let's mix it up.
And-
No more
Oh,
apes.
no,
And
that's
I almost called an audible and went, we're going to do Beneath the Planet of the Apes, but we're not going to do that.
That's right.
We're going to do Ferris Bueller. Because
Save Ferris.
They fair.
Save
Save
Ferris, which is to me is the quintessential version of
That's
this.
so funny. Yesterday, just as a goof, on my Facebook, I posted Ferris Bueller as the Gen X Tom Sawyer. Discuss.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
interesting.
we'll get to discuss.
We will get to discuss. All right,
Hell
Ferris
yeah.
Bueller's Day Off.
Day off.
I haven't watched
Everyone's
that in a minute.
favorite sociopath, Ferris Bueller.
That's right.
if Forrest Gump is alive, Ferris Bueller is a day.
Yeah. So, all right, Ferris Bueller's.
Do you want to know what my second choice was?
Yeah, let's talk
I was
about
just
that.
I was
Yeah.
too intimidated to maybe do the movie, but I was going to... Andrea came up with it immediately. Veruca Salt.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm glad we went with Apes.
Thoreau, did you have a second choice?
Yeah, my I actually had two that I was thinking of. There was I thought maybe the Never-Ending Story, because there's Atreyu,
Atreyu.
Okay.
that band, and I was thinking of Barbarella because Duran Duran got its name
Yeah.
from Barbarella.
Honestly, I was really hoping for Barbarella
I hadn't thought of that one.
in the mix.
I almost went with Barbarella. I was going, yeah. But
That was part of my insidious plan.
but since we had done They Might Be Giants,
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, let's go with a different decade, because Barbarella was also from that kind of same era of filmmaking.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'd already done Young Guns, so I couldn't choose Warren G.
And come on, My Bloody
Regulate.
Valentine.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm glad we did that.
I'm glad I saw that one.
yeah. So, all right. That's going to be fun. That will be next week on Harmless Phosphorescence. And next week, at the end of the Ferris Bueller episode, we'll be announcing what our next miniseries is. This one is my choice. So
Nice. Fun.
we finally made it around the table, so to speak, and we'll have each chosen a miniseries theme. Yep. That'll be next week on Harmless Phosphorescence. Until then, thanks you all for hanging out with us. We appreciate all of you. We need you all. Imagine that. Me needing someone. Back on Earth, I never did. Oh, there were women. Lots of women. Lots of love making. This has been Thoreau Smiley.
I'm Josh Cece, and I live in the suburb of the Apes.
I'm Brian Lesh, and I may be damned ugly, but I've got an ape to kiss.
I never met an ape I didn't like. I'm Alaric Weber.
They finally
true.
made a monkey out of me.
We love you, Dr. Zaius.
Everyone's favorite monkey's uncle.
Oops. I was wrong. It was Earth all along.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't even talk about. I mean, we've referenced it like 30 times, but we never talked about The Simpsons, Planet of the Apes, which is honestly at
Musical.
this point, yeah, Planet of the Apes musical.
The title, Stop the Planet of the Apes, I Want to Get Off.
Yes.
yeah.
Genius.
Of course, Troy McClure is Charlton Heston.
Yes, he is. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.